I got married in year 2000. Despite all the attacks, I had my first child 7 years into the marriage. Thereafter, we trusted God for another, but it was not forthcoming. We went to several hospitals, did several tests. I did AMH tests, and when the result came out, the result shows 0.22 whatever they said, and the doctor said with that result my egg can never fertilize, meaning I can never take in on my own. Then according to him, he said I was an IVF candidate outrightly. So we went for IVF. We had two failed IVFs. So I took my mind off conception. And at 49, I went into menopause. The message stopped coming. There was no thought of getting pregnant anymore. And I started praying for other women in the zone that believe in God for the fruits of the womb.
My sister and I have been hoping and praying for another sibling. During those times, we used to help my mom to get baby clothes for point of contact service. Then when we take the clothes to church, Papa will always say, anoint the clothes and pray. Tell God what you want. Then that was what we all did. Myself, my sister, my dad, and my mom will anoint the clothes and pray. It was always in our personal supplication, and it was always in our Shiloh booklet. So we kept praying and praying and praying. Then at some point we lost hope.
However, a friend reminded me about the 63-year-old woman that I gave birth, and my faith came back alive. In 2021, I came for Shiloh and I attended Mother and Father of Nations class. And that period, I made up my mind that I was never going to be distracted by anyone. Even on the last day of Shiloh, distraction came. I refused to be distracted. When I got home from Shiloh, I told my husband that if God doesn't do it at this time, that our children, that is my daughter and the adopted child I had before we had our own biological daughter, will have the children that God will want to give us. While approaching my 50th birthday, a pastor approached me and said he sees my enemy dying, that I shouldn't celebrate the 50th birthday. But I told him I was going to celebrate it. And a brother from this church also told me that if it's possible, he called and asked, is it possible for you not to celebrate your 50th birthday? And I asked why. And he said, because your enemy's death has been decided. And I said, no, I will celebrate my 50th birthday in good health, and God is going to give me greater gift for this birthday. And I dared it and I celebrated that birthday. After my 50th birthday, I noticed I was getting bigger, my tummy was getting bulgy, and then my boobs was also shooting out. I felt embarrassed because there's no I can go out without wearing a girdle to give me a fitting shape. But I decided to go to a friend's place, and she took me to a doctor. I asked for a scan to be done, and the result of the scan came out. I saw it on the screen, not that I was told. And the doctor said it's a twin fibroid. My friend said, don't worry, I have someone that will give you a herb. I took the herbs and I expected maybe to see the fibroid shrink. Nothing shrank. My tummy was still big and I was still getting bigger. I always feel embarrassed each time I go out like that. And I now realize that getting bigger by the day made me look more shorter, and I was looking more plumpy than I expected myself to be. But each time I go for a scan, it will be a different result, either multiple fibroid or twin fibroid. So I continue living my life because I was not expecting any pregnancy again. And I feel, and on the third day of Shiloh, Pastor Isaac Wedefo was ministering, and he said, Mama pause plus Papa pause equals total pause. And immediately I felt a move on my right hand side. I laughed, but I dared God. The next day I went for a scan, and God showed me who He is. God proved to me that He is the all knowing God, and hid a child for 7 months in my womb without any sign.